Right now, in the Division 2, crafting materials are a must-have, so in this video, I'm going to give you a quick route to farm a whole bunch in the open world. Hello, I'm Abrax, and with the introduction of expertise into the Division 2, crafting materials have become a much more valuable resource. We need them to build up our expertise level, increase the expertise rank on items, and I suppose we could always, craft stuff. So in this video, I'm going to give you a quick jogging route to open up 15 hanging resource caches, all with only one fast travel between them. And you know what, at the end of the video, I'll give you a little daily material farm that I've been doing for a while now as a bonus. First, a thank you to my supporters over on Patreon, more on how you can support at the end of the video. Alright, let's strap on those LED kicks and go for a run. Quick tip first, the majority of these caches are around the Washington Monument control point, so to save yourself a bit of bother, I like to take this one over first. And to make sure none of the enemy patrols are a problem, you can actually do this with the world difficulty on normal. To start the run for the first 11 hanging caches, we're going to head to Tidal Basin. When you pop in, do a full 180 and head down this path to the right. You can already see the first cache just ahead. Pop the cache and head round the left of this car and you'll see the second just ahead of you. It is important to keep your eye out for the orange parachute. These are the biggest hanging cache giveaways. Usually hanging caches can be found anywhere where you find a collection of white parachutes. Just keep an eye out for that orange parachute and you'll be fine. After you've opened up this cache, keep heading in the same direction and head around the back of this house and you'll find the third just hanging here. Once you've gathered these materials, look out towards the monument and there's a good chance you'll be able to see the next cache from here. Head directly towards the monument and pop the fourth cache. From here, hop over this wall and follow this path to the right. Stick on the path until you see these containers just past the monument. Head towards them until you hit this metal path, then turn right and head towards this container. You'll see the cache just between the container and the lorry. This one is a little hidden, but you can find it amongst these trees. The next one is a little bit of a jog north. This is the spot we're heading to on the map. I usually just turn north and start running until I land on this path. Then, just follow it round until you get here, the large opening to the shantytown. Head left, past the red car, and you'll find the cache here hidden in the trees. Pop it, turn 180 and head back to the main road, towards this large building. Turn left and you'll find this cache hanging just from the edge of the building here. And before we get to the next cache, how about giving the video a like and hitting that big red subscribe button? There is usually an activity here, so sometimes it might be worth it to skip this one unless you are really material hungry. If I get the previous cache, I head around the back of the building, but if you skipped it, you can also just head around the front to save a little time. Either way, we are heading south and here on the map. Head down this road until you see this guard stand and you'll find the cache here just to the right. Next, keep heading south towards the souvenir building. And you'll find the cache just around the right of the building. For the last cache of this part of the run, go back to the front of the building and we're heading down this road until we enter and exit the contaminated area. And you should see the cache hanging up high to the right. The last 4 caches are clumped up nicely, but there is a little bit of a journey to get there. Quick travel to the Truman Safehouse in Foggy Bottom and head south when you exit. The spot we're looking for is this corner on the map here. When you get here, turn left at the second pole and the first cache will be just ahead. To avoid the activity that's usually ahead, I go left onto the road and head right. Hop over the right wall when you get to the green car and you'll see the next cache just over this tractor. The next one is just past these blue barrels. And finally, look right again and the last one isn't too far. Doing this should net you a ton of crafting materials, but sometimes you don't have a lot of time to play, so what I'll do is I'll shorten it down to the fastest 8. I do this by getting to Tidal Basin and doing the first 4, with them being very close together, so it's a very quick run. Then, quick travel over to the Truman Safehouse and do the final 4, with them also being very clumped together. This makes for a much faster, smoother run at the expense of some of the crafting materials. If you still want more materials, I might have a handy little daily routine for you. For this short farm, we are heading to the solar farm control point. To save myself a little time, I like to keep this one under friendly control. This is simple. Head to the friendly officer in charge and hand them a ton of resources to get the detection buff. This will let you see resources and crafting material caches through walls. Then just run around this control point and you will be surprised at just how many crafting material boxes there are in this area alone. Personally, I tend to run it in laps and just tighten the circle as I go, but you can pretty much do this any way you want. They are literally everywhere. I love this quick little farm. You get a really good amount of crafting materials for very little work, which is a win in my book. Okay, I've told you mine. How do you like to farm your crafting materials? What is your go-to method? Drop it in the comments to help other agents out. And while you're down there, don't forget to give the video a like and subscribe for future Division 2 content. As always, a massive thank you to my supporters over on Patreon for helping me make this channel the best it can be. And if you would like to join them, you can support the channel for as little as £1 a month. You'll find a link to the Patreon in the description below. Or now you can also become a channel member by clicking join next to the subscribe button. Have a great day, and I will catch you in the next one.